Hello, Mario! Ask me anything. Leveling problem. Inverted staff. Hello, welcome. Well, I've received a problem from one of my viewers asking me to check a leveling problem with, as it turns out, an inverted staff. Now, they've had a go themselves and obviously run into a little bit of difficulty, so they've asked for some help. So Maurieo to the rescue, I suppose. But no, always happy to help and aid people's learning or understanding of the situation. So let's have a look at the problem and my solution. And here it is. So here's the problem. Here's the had a go themselves here and here by the look of it. So interesting problem. It says the staff readings as shown below were obtained in a levelling exercise. Tabulate the data in a levelling form and calculate the adjusted reduced levels of PQ and R using the rise and fall method, and all mathematical checks to be included, and the staffs at R and Q were held inverted. I must point out, and this is probably a little known fact, I know why people, but the plural of staffs is staves, S-T-A-V-E-S. But whenever I put that in a test question, nobody understands what the hell I'm talking about. So I can understand why people have used staffs here. So it's I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is, that people understand staves better than staves, which is the correct plural of staff, levelling staff. So enough of my pomposity. Now, so what I've done is I've put the everything into an Excel spreadsheet. That's the best way of solving levelling problems, is Excel spreadsheet. They're awesome, and you can make them pretty much automated. I haven't here, but anyway, so the key thing here is, and this is where in these examples here things have perhaps gone a little bit awry. You'll notice that the answers are down here, which is pretty good, but it's all about getting the answers. How do you get these answers? So the trick, or the thing with the inverted staff, is that it's upside down, so you must show the inverted values here, show them as being, so that's an inverted staff there, as you can see. So the inverted staff shots would be shown as being negative. Okay, so that's the problem here, is that when the staff is upside down, you're measuring from you show it as negative because it's above the height line of collimation. So and then you just treat them algebraically. So just working through here, we've got 1.617 here, and then that would be negative 2.131 for that there. So that the difference, if you look at the difference in height, the difference in height is that distance there, 1.617, and by showing this negative, you'll see that you get a difference in height from there to there. And here's your delta H here, 3.781, which is, it's from there to there. So you show one as negative, and it'll show that it's going from here to here. You can see there's your positive 3.748. And then similarly, when you change to the setup here, you've got from there down to this point here, which is an intermediate shot there. I've called that intermediate 1. Okay, so that's there. The thing to remember with leveling is that these are the names of the marks here, and every shot to a mark is shown on the line. So all of the readings to BMA are shown on there. There's only one reading to BMA, so that's 1.617. That's shown on the and then on the next line you'll have first of all the foresight reading to R, which is there, and then the back sight reading, all on the same line, and they will be negative. Intermediate shots shown in here, and then that's the foresight there to the change point. Okay, and then again a back sight to the change point. So all of the readings to each point are on the same line. This is in the rise and fall method. And then we've got minus 0.136 there. That's the inverted staff or upside down. And there, and then an intermediate point here, intermediate point 2, which is this one here. You could actually leave the intermediate shots out. They don't seem to be named, and it won't make any difference. But I'll put them in. And 3.617, and then just a standard there. So that's all the data in there. Okay, now this is doing the work in the field. So you work out your rises and falls. Now, your mathematical checks, always if you're in an exam or a test, do your mathematical checks at this point, because that tells you. So you add up the back sights, add up the foresights, subtract the, what have I done there? Subtract the A12. So subtract the back sights minus the foresights, and that'll give you the difference between the two. And that should equal the sum of the rises and falls. Now, obviously the readings, you can't change the readings. They are what they are. They're what you're given. So, but in the rises and falls, if these two things aren't equal, you have made a mistake in your arithmetic. So straight away, if you're in a test situation, add up your back sights and foresights, add up your rises and falls, make sure they're equal. Don't move forward until they are equal. If they're not equal, you've screwed up your arithmetic. So no point going forward, because you're just not going to ever get the right answer. So you've got to sort that out first. Make sure that your back sights and foresights, the difference between the back sights and foresights. Remember that this is going from one benchmark to the other. If you're going in a loop, they should be equal, out and back or whatever, but that there should equal that. Right, so now got those equal, we can move forward with confidence. Just looking at these here, obviously that's A2 minus a C3 for that one, and then this one here, there you can see the what's happening there. This one here, you can see what's happening there, like so. So that gives you the methodology. This one here, so on, and the pattern continues. So let's just have them all there. I'll just check I've got that one. Yep. And then this one here, intermediate, like so. This one here, like so. And then this one here, like so. All right, so that's all good. So now you start here with the RL of your start point, which is 34, and then you just add your rises and falls. Remember, a rise is positive and a fall is negative. Some people split this into two columns, so they'll have the rises in one column and the falls in another. But I've got positive rise, negative fall. And you can see if you go from here to here that's obviously 3.748 plus, and then from there to there, it's going to be negative 6.234. And then you're just going to get a little tiny one there, and then it's going to go quite big up to from the change point there up to there, and then a big drop down to there, and so on and so on. So that all is consistent with the diagram there. So for these here, all you do is it's just you just add the one above to the one below. So it's just pretty simple stuff there. Just add the one above to the one below all the way down to here, and that's where we get 27.883. Now to check your arithmetic, oh well, this one here is the sum of those. I'll just check that so you can see that that's the sum of those. This one here is the sum of those. This one here is A12 minus C12. Okay, and then this one here is the sum. Now this one here, once you again just check your arithmetic, it should come out right on. It's just check that that's that one minus that one. So these are the raw RLs unadjusted. Okay, so in here I just write down here what BMB should be. This is the calculated value. This is the actual value of BMB. I just write that down there. Now, just for my spreadsheet. So here I can see what my error is. My error is going to be, this is what my error is going to be here. It's going to be, that's going to be my error, total error there. And you can see that it's going to be, obviously G10, that minus that. Okay, so that's what I need to take off 10 mils from that to get that. So I can calculate that, using my Excel spreadsheet. So that's my total correction. So how do I apply the correction? Well, if we look here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setups. And we've got 10 mils, okay, or a centimetre or 10 mils, 5 setups, 2 millimetres per setup, okay, 2 millimetres per setup, that's the error. So, in the error, we apply the error cumulatively, because if we take 2 millimetres off here, we've got to take it off all of them subsequently, so it's applied, and we don't, well, I don't apply any adjustment through the intermediate shots. So let's, these are intermediate shots here. So let's maybe just give them a slightly different color like that. So that's an intermediate shot there, and that's an intermediate shot there. So I don't apply any correction to the intermediates. I just keep the correction the same as the one above. All right, so 2 millimetres per thing, so it's 0, 2, 4, 6, keep it at the same, 8, 10. So that's our correction applied, 2 millimetres per setup. Then we work out our final RL, and it's just a matter of, well, that one stays there. It's just a matter of adding the raw RL and the adjustment to give the final all the way through, raw plus final, as you can see. Okay, now just to do a quick check then, the final arithmetic or mathematical check is this one here, and it's just that minus that, okay, should equal that, should equal this minus this, okay. Alright, so that minus that should equal that. So that's this with the correction applied, 6.271 should all be equal. So that's all your mathematical checks done. That's all your things done. Now, if you want a copy of the spreadsheet, maurieo just email me at maurieo@maurieo.com, and I'll send you a copy of my little spreadsheet there. Alrighty, and so so first of all, thanks for sending in that example. I hope it's helped. If you've got any questions, you've got the comments below on the YouTube comments below, or maurieo@maurieo.com. Also, I can add to it. If you think I can be of more help, send more problems in. I try to solve them as best I can with the time that I have available. Sometimes I'm a bit busy, and I've sort of, if they need a fair bit of time, I'm sort of unable to get to them straight away, but other ones I can do pretty smartly. So, and if you like what you see, well, like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe, and if you ring the little bell, you'll receive notification every time I post a new video. But I do post a lot of videos, so, and some of them are not always about surveying, so up to you. But cheers, see you.